Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Hope you're having yourself a great start to your week. Today we're going to talk about Tales of Aria First Edition. See, is it worth it for you to open up a box of the set? Is it worth it to open up a case? All the data is taken from TCG Player and eBay on sold listings, so you can get an idea of what the expected value is per box. I just really hope that you enjoy the content. Also, if you want to support the channel and if you want to do that, you can get access to a collection tracker that allows you to track the value of your collection in real time. Anytime I do one of these videos, you also get a 10% off discount code over at Midtown Merchant per month for all patrons. So the goal of this is really just to help you understand what the value of the stuff is. It's not really to share any of my opinions, although you may see some opinions through there. Just know that those opinions are just opinions and blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. Sealed boxes. So last week we were sitting about $105. That was down from the week before at $111. This week we're sitting at about $110. There's been a couple sold listings here over on eBay. TCG Player has them for $113 as of the timing of this video. You can see they're kind of all over the place. Depends on where you're getting them from. You can get a case for about $410. Facebook would be a little cheaper right now. I think I've seen some on Facebook for about $100, especially if you make a post and ask. Usually some people will reach out to you and sell you one for around those prices. So, that's kind of, we started out here at like 150, the pre-orders, and then once stores got their allocations, we saw it go down to about 115, and then, release day, whatever. You can see where things are headed. Let's go to the Fable to the Corsham. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Are we still going? We're going. Corsham here sitting at around $500. It's a little bit soft from last week. It was at $550 last week. You see a sold listing for $495. You saw a PSA 9 for $787. So that would suggest that PSA 9 would have some sort of premium over a raw copy, which makes sense. You got to send it in to get graded. You got one for $650, $580, but the most recent sales are sitting at right around $500 for a cold foil Corsham. Keep in mind that Unlimited is coming out this month, is what has been said by distribution. So we'll see how that affects the values of those things. I don't think it will affect Corsham very much. But we'll see how it affects like the Legendaries. So here you go. Legendaries on average are sitting at $178. Nothing huge here to talk about. If you want to look at the percentages, Rampart is down 17%. Heart of Ice is down 15%. The rest of them are down just a little bit less, but Shock Charmers is actually up 3%. So all in all, we're down 9% to an average of $178, with Crown of Seeds, Shock Charmers, and New Horizon being the pinnacle of the set, the most expensive ones. It still looks like we're trying to figure out what ones are the best, honestly, in the marketplace and in the playability side of the game. All right, looking at the cold foils then. Looking at the cold foils then, your cold foil commons are down 1%. Your cold foil majestics are down 10%. Average cold foil then is at $30, down 8%. Nothing massive. Let's see. I think the pulses are the ones. Yeah, the pulses are what's dragging down the cold foil majestics. The weapons are holding up decently. I guess Winter's Wail is down more than the pulses, but the other two are holding up pretty respectfully. I'm not sure how much lower Dustblade can go at $40, $45. That for a cold foil majestic, that seems pretty cheap. So I'm not sure how lower that one can go. Same thing with the cold foil commons. I think $10 is probably a pretty strong buy point for a lot of people for cold foil anything. It's an easily accessible item, so I think that's probably a pretty strong low. We'll see what happens over time. Looking at the extended art, Channel Lake Frigid. Channel Lake Frigid is sitting at $165 over on the good old eBay. That's down 18%. It's interesting. It's interesting to see where that one's going. It would be interesting to see if there was more of these, if that would affect the price or not. I don't know. I honestly thought that Unlimited would have the other two of the channels. But I don't think that that's the case. So here we go at $165. Looking at your Majestic rainbow foils. Okay, so on the Majestic side of things, you're seeing a lot of Briar cards being purchased and a lot of Oldham cards being purchased. We're actually up here 3% on the rainbow foils. Let's talk about some of the percentage ones that are up the highest. Channel Mount Heroic, a card that's seeing a ton of play right now in Briar. I've been told that this is quite possibly the best card in the set. I'm not competitive enough to know that. Tome of Harvest up 125%. Other than that, everything else is relatively soft. Flicker Wisp, another card that's up 25%. Everything else is relatively soft. Lighted Up is up as well. But everything else relatively soft. But you can see the average Rainbow Foil Majestic is up 3% for an average of $4.14. Looking at the regular non-foil Majestics, then your non-foil Majestic is sitting at an average of $2.79. And you can see a lot of downward pressure of these. There's just so many of these cards. And then as we get ready for Unlimited, we're going to see another influx of the Majestics. So everything's kind of down. Even, your Channel Mount Heroic hasn't really moved. Tome of Harvest even is down 33%. Terra Sunder is the only one that is up at 12%. Everything else is either flat or down relatively significantly. Your rares, not that it really matters, but your rares on average for the Rainbow Foil are sitting at 44 cents, and the regular rares are like 10 cents. All right, let's take a look at your EV then and see, is it worth it to open up a box? Currently, we've talked about how this is all calculated, so if you want to do that, you can watch another video. But currently your box EV, and this includes all the cards, everything like your true EV, is sitting at $108.22. But if you're looking at what you'll be able to sell, you'll be able to sell the Majestic through the Fables. So if you open up 40 boxes and are selling all the Majestics through the Fables, you'll be able to get $102 per box back. If you're not gonna hit a Fable, so if you're only opening up like a case, you can expect to get about $90 per box, $89.49. But if you just open up a box and you sell all the Majestics, all the rares, and you hit a cold foil common, you're at $35.37 per box. So how does this 108.22 compare to last week's? Well, that's down 7% from last week in the EV. So you can see we are still on average losing a decent amount of value in the set. We'll see what happens as time goes. I know a lot of people are buying right now. I know a lot of people who are selling right now, especially with the 20% off discount that's happening this week. If you are going to buy things on TCG Player, hit the link in the description of my videos to bring money into the channel for buying things on TCG Player. But I think whenever these sales happen with the TCG Player sales, one of the things that also happens is that sellers list a lot more cards in order to try to make some sales that they wouldn't have gotten before. So it kind of balances out the market, but it also sometimes increases the amount of price on some cards. So be looking for things to be moving potentially with that 20% off sale. We'll see what happens, but we also have Unlimited coming up, so it'll be interesting to see how Unlimited affects the market where it currently is. And we can talk more about that later. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. If you want access to all that stuff, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG to get access to a collection tracker and the Midtown Merchant discount code. And that being said, I hope you have a good one. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and let me know what you think in the comment section below.